What's happening? How's everybody? We are ready to start phase 2 of my snare drum head comparison. Phase 1 is, I guess, complete. Phase 1 was all about Evans heads, and I did 6 Evans heads. I picked my favorite out of the 6. If you saw the video, you know which one I picked as my winner. Granted, that video was a little bit long. I'm going to try to shorten it up, cut out the bull crap, and get to the point. So, to the point. REMO time. Evans is done. Time to test the REMOs. And we're going to do 4 REMO heads. We're going to do the Power Stroke 3, the Pinstripe, the Ambassador X, and the Diplomat Fiber Skin, which is the one that I am most anxious to hear. I'm hoping that pleasantly surprises me. So, I already put it on. I cut out the bull crap. This is the Power Stroke 3 by REMO. This is a 1-ply 10mm thick head, and it has a 3mm inlay ring on the underside to help dampen the overtones. I already hit this head. It sounds really nice. It's very controlled. So here we go. This is the REMO Power Stroke 3. It's got a nice crack. Sounds good. It's got a little beef to it, little undercut, deepness, but mostly crack. But the overtones are very controlled. I like it. I like this one a lot. Power Stroke 3. Very nice. Head number 1 done. Let's go to head number 2. Pinstripe. Okay, here we are. Head number 2. We got the REMO Pinstripe. This is 2 plies of 7mm each film with an overtone reducing agent in the outer edge of the head. See the fibrous material on the outside edge? That's the overtone reducing agent in the REMO Pinstripe. And again, this is 2 plies of 7mm each. And this is wide open. This has a lot of overtones, a lot of ring. It's got a little bit of bottom end to it, but it's mostly high. There's some mids in there, but it's cracking for sure. Here we go. REMO Pinstripe. definitely loud, definitely has a crack and a pop to it. Very nice. I like it. I like the Power Stroke 3 coated, I think a little better. But this will definitely cut through in a live situation, absolutely. Remo Pinstripe. I like it. On to number 3. What do we got next? We're going to go Ambassador X. Ambassador X. Coated. Coming right up. Okay, we now have the Ambassador X. Head number 3 of the Remo snare drum head comparison. This is the Remo Ambassador X. This is 1 ply, 12 millimeters thick. And I already hit it again, and it sounds pretty good. Here we go. Definitely loud, definitely cracking. It has the pop that gets you in the gut. It's allowing overtones, but yet there's some control going on there. It's allowing a lot of mids. It's not real deep, but you can feel the mids hitting you. And yet it allows the overtone. I like this one. I like that one a lot, actually. That's the Ambassador X, 1 ply, 12 millimeters thick. I like it. Head number 3. Good stuff. On to number 4. Here we go. Okay, and here we are at head number 4. This is the Remo Diplomat Fiber Skin. It is 1 ply of 7.5 millimeters. Plus it has 3 millimeters of this fibrous material. It's very cool. So here we go. This is the Remo Diplomat Fiber Skin. 1 ply, 7.5 millimeters with 3 millimeters of the fibrous material. And it sounds really, really nice. Very nice. Has a deep punch. You can feel it in your gut. It's got that pop. But yet the overtones are controlled. sound. Very nice. I like this one. I like this one very much. So there you have it. There's 4 heads, REMO. We did the Power Stroke 3, the Pinstripe, the Ambassador X, and the Diplomat Fiber Skin. Stay tuned for the next scene. Here we go. Okay, here's a bonus 5th head that should have been included in experiment, but this 5th head is going to be on a different snare. This is on the SLP Tama Kapoor snare. So, a little different, but I started the experiment with this head and I put it on this drum and I didn't want to take it off. So here it stays, and I'm going to throw it in the experiment with the different snare drum and the Renaissance. This is an REMO Ambassador Renaissance. This is 1-ply, 10 millimeters thick, and it has a treated, I guess that's their secret formula, treated film. That sounds great. It has some overtones. It's letting it ring out proud and true. But man, it has a pop to get you in the gut. And it will definitely crack through any live performance. Guitars, Marshalls. I love this head. This head sounds great. Loving it. So this was the original one I started with, but then flipped to all the other ones, but I wanted to let you hear this one again. That sounds great. That's actually probably my favorite. I love this one. The REMO Ambassador Renaissance. Killer head, 1-ply, 10 millimeters thick. So, that was actually 5 heads. The Renaissance, the Power Stroke 3, the Pinstripe, the Ambassador X, and the Diplomat Fiber Skin. So which was your favorite? My favorite coming up next. Okay, here we are. My final picks in phase 2 of my snare head comparison with REMO heads. My very first head that I did was back here on my Tama SLP Kapoor, and it is a REMO Ambassador Renaissance, and it got my gold seal of approval. This was my absolute favorite. I was going to do the experiment on this drum, but I put the head on here and I didn't want to take it off, so I left it on there, and here it stays. This was my big fave, so there it is, the Tama Kapoor snare with the Renaissance, the REMO Renaissance on there. That's my number one. Back to the regular experiment, the Mapex Tomahawk snare. My number one head is this one, the REMO Diplomat Fiber Skin. This one sounds killer. It has some bottom end. It has a snap. The overtones are controlled, and it has the ring that I like coming through, just enough of it. So, number one, Diplomat Fiber Skin. Number two would be the Power Stroke 3. Very, very controlled overtones. Still had some fatness, had some bottom end. The mids came through, but the overtones were just very controlled. Power Stroke 3, my number two head. Number three would be the Ambassador X. The Ambassador X. This had a lot of mids happening, a little bit of bottom. The highs came through with that ring that I like, but you had the mids and the bottom to balance it out. I really like the Ambassador X. That was my number three choice. And my last choice was the Pinstripe. Very, very open, very much with the overtones. If I use this live, I would have to use a half a moon gel at least. But I did like it, don't get me wrong, I liked it. It just was very wide open, had a lot of overtones, and very much less controlled. So there you have it. My top five with the addition with the Kapoor. The REMO Ambassador Renaissance, the Diplomat Fiber Skin, the Power Stroke 3, the Ambassador X, and the Pinstripe, in that order. REMO. Phase 2 complete of my snare drum head comparison. On to phase 3, which should be Aquarian heads. And then I'm going to do a couple of attack heads also. So I have phase 3 and phase 4 coming up. So far, phase 1 with the Evans, complete. Phase 2 with the REMO, complete. I'll see you for phase 3. Peace out, everyone.